Welcome to the channel, this is Round Zombie, and today we're going to be going over the full walkthrough boss fight for Terminus. This can be done in either solo or squad, the steps will still be the same. I recommend before starting the boss fight, getting all the perks you need, picking a gun and getting it to legendary. I personally prefer the ASG shotgun, because with the Mustang Sallies, if you lose your flopper during the boss fight, it could actually work against you. I also recommend getting some gobblegums to help out. I am using Perkaholic just in case I go down and lose my quick revive. That will save me a couple of times from burning my self revive. I got idle eyes just in case. You're also going to want to make sure you have a chopper gunner and your equipment fully maxed out. I have 2 ether shrouds for this fight just in case. Once you're ready, head down to the door, and after a short cutscene, the boss fight will start. Now, when you load into the map, you're going to shoot him, and then you're going to see which side to go to. So in my game, it was the right. And essentially, you just want to go back and forth in between the slams. This will take out the zombies, and it will keep you from getting overcrowded. So left, right, you're going to shoot his weak spots until the other weak spots open up. For the zombies spawning, they're going to continuously spawn, so it's really not worth taking them out unless they're too close to you or the elites. But just keep moving back and forth, and the boss will actually take out a lot of these. Use these crates for cover, or you'll get shot with the poison gas. We're almost through the first stage here. Once the first stage is over, he's going to retreat, and then you're going to have to survive for about 30 to 60 seconds. At the end of this, there's going to be a max ammo, so feel free to use any ammo you have, and make sure to take out any elites, any manglers, or abominations. Try to conserve your chopper gunner for round 3, it's going to be the most effective way, but if you need to use it to, say, stay alive and save yourself, you want to try to keep your perks as long as possible. Especially if you're using a gun like the ray gun or the Mustang Sallies, you're going to want that flopper. And also having quick revive so you don't burn your self revive. But just keep taking out enemies here. They're going to drop armor and ammo, so it's going to be good as you're going back and forth with the next steps to have armor to pick up. And you're going to know it's round 2 when the boss pops back up and there will be a max ammo at the center platform. Pick that up, and we're going to go ahead and focus on his new weak spot, which is going to be in his mouth. Make sure to time it with the tentacles. His tentacle slam will kill you if he gets a direct hit. Also stay at the back edge of the map. That way, sometimes he might hit you, but it won't be a kill. It'll just be very close to one if you have 3 armor plate. Run back and forth, make sure he takes out the zombies, keeps the pressure off of you, and continue to aim at his weak spot. And see right here, I got a little panicky. Even if you run into the tentacle, it will still hit you and knock you back, so try to avoid that. Because I did that, I had to pop an ether shroud, but that's what it's for. Continue to aim at its weak spot, and just get through the round, get through the next step. Don't focus on the zombie spawning, it's just a waste of ammo, and ammo is expensive when you pack a punch your gun. Only use it to get out of sticky situations, and let the boss take care of that. Once you're done shooting the mouth, the tentacles are going to glow yellow, and that's when you're going to have to aim at those. These are much easier. Try to just stay in the corner, behind cover, and move side to side once there's a lot of zombies around you. Now when you see an elite spawn in, I do recommend taking them out because their special abilities can really mess you up. The Mingler Cannon can stun you, and the other guy can grab you and also stun you. And that's just an easy way to get swarmed. So take out the elites when you see them, and then focus on the boss. Once you defeat his two tentacles, he's going to go back to the mouth, will be his weak spot, and so you're going to have to run back and forth and shoot him in the mouth until the end of the second stage.
Son of a bitch, that stings!
And I just used my self revive, so I kind of panicked here, and I used my chopper gunner. Try to save it for round 3 if you can, but if you need to use it to stay alive and recover your health, that's okay too. Make sure to focus on the boss's weak points, and then when the boss does go away, focus on the zombies. That will make them drop more armor, drop more ammo, and maybe take out an elite.
Idiot. At least you learn from your mistakes, Peck.
I swear, Peck, I'd give you left mouth for a cold beer right now.
In between this last round, you're going to want to focus on any elites. Make sure that your area is clear for stage 3. I used my Perkaholic Gobblegum, which is exactly why I got it, in case I went down and needed more perks. So this came in really handy, especially for phase 3. Phase 3, he's going to glow blue, and when he charges, you're going to see a ball above his head. You're going to want to jump in the water before that ball goes off, usually about 10 to 15 seconds to be safe. If you stay on the platform, it will insta-kill you, and the fight will be over. So make sure when you see the ball, it'll be very noticeable, you jump in the water and avoid that damage. And right here, when you see your screen get blue like that, that means the boss is charging. That's when the countdown starts. You're going to want to get in the water before he activates it. I did not get in the water in time, so I had to use my quick revive to get up. But now I am out of self revives, and I am out of quick revives. So if I go down, this fight is over. Focus on the weak spots, they're going to kind of vary, and he will eventually have the blue ball above his head. Jump in the water to avoid the damage. If you had a chopper gunner, now would be the time to use it, because his head will be exposed and it's his weak spot. That would have made it a lot easier, but we'll get through it. Right here I throw a decoy, gives me a chance to give in some real damage, but I do not want to get hit by that ball again, so back into the water. It's also important to note that when you jump in the water, the zombies may surround you at the top of the ladder. Sometimes it is worth it to swim to the opposite side, that way you don't get trapped. Sometimes you can't help it though, so just make sure you use your weapon before you get all the way to the top and try to clear it out. During this third stage, the boss may attack from his mouth with his tongue. If he grabs you, just shoot him in the mouth and you will be released. And he's not charging his ball right here, but I saw him get blue, so I just jumped in the water just in case. Focus on his face. We're almost done with this boss fight. You still want to avoid the tentacle slams. You still want to avoid the projectiles from the back corners. And just run back and forth against this back wall. Don't go on the catwalk. When you go on the catwalks, they'll make the boss start spawning around in different areas, and it's a lot harder to pin him down and do damage. And we are nearing the end of the boss fight, but just make sure you don't stand still for too long. You don't want to get swarmed. Just chip away and do damage, and just focus on staying alive and not going down.
That's for Nathan.
And right there, he is defeated. Once he is defeated, the zombies will despawn. You'll get a trophy if this is your first time. You also unlock the skin for one of the operators,
Finally!
and you get one of
I
those
thought
fancy
that
calling card
bastard would
titles.
never die.
Hope this guide was helpful. If so,
Thanks,
subscribe for more.
yeah.